Hi Gemini, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your reading. I hope you're all doing well, and let's find out what Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit has for you today. What does Gemini need to know, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit? And thank you for enveloping all of us in your beautiful angelic wings of light, love, protection, and guidance. That one? Okay. Strength. Okay. Gemini, this is about strength. Inner courage and compassion are your greatest assets. Face challenges with a gentle heart and the strength of your convictions. Yeah, willing to look a mountain lion or a lion in the mouth. Yeah, okay, let's get some clarification for that. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, slow moving energy, been coming on for a long time. Something's coming along for a long time, but it is the promise, of course, is that it's going to, whatever is going on is going to cross the finish line. It's going to succeed. Win, you know, it's going to complete. You just have to keep yourself in a positive frame of mind, strength-wise, you know, knowing that be courageous and just keep on keeping on, like the turtle does, right? Keeps on, keep on, doesn't get distracted like the hare does. Yeah, just stay focused. Ooh, card 39 with the dice. So 39 is 12. Well, 3 and 9 is 12. And that's a 3. That's communication. And this is the energy of, what's the energy of 4 suits? So it's the luck of the draw, right? Taking a risk, luck of the draw, being lucky. Well, lucky, but, you know, taking a risk, right? Let's get the book. I want to make sure that there isn't something else besides that. I'm taking a risk. Dice. So the dice is, I am the risk, the gamble you choose to take. I am the uncertain and the leap of faith. I offer the promise of future change, possibly negative cards to my right. Well, there isn't any. Are you feeling lucky? Well, are you? The two dice provide an element of chance, an opportunity of possibility, and new element to be introduced into the situation. They signify randomness and a risk that one chooses to take rather than the clover, which is the luck one, which means discovered luck. Okay, so yeah, it's just pairing them with the other cards, the rest of that bit there. So risk, but you know, for future change. Risk for future change. It's okay. Wow, taking a leap of faith, right? This is the wisdom card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Archangel Michael, call it Baron Reed's deck. Flexible. Okay, flexible was, of all the cards, I pulled flexible again. I just did the Taurus reading, and that's the exact same card that came out. And it's 19, which is a brand new, it's a new beginning. So there's communication and new beginning. Gemini, is there somebody you want to communicate with? To open up the channels of communication with? Maybe you haven't spoken to in a long time? Maybe you were inflexible before, or they were inflexible. We'll see. That's the reason why the channel of communication had been closed between the two of you. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit. Let's get the tarot tea now, please. All right, we have got swords. The Five of Swords. I am alone, it says. Five of Swords. Okay, so something got sabotaged and you went your separate ways. Page of Cups. Somebody tried to offer their cup of love, like it could have been an apology, could have been, or you believe that's what you should hear from, or that somebody, you believe that your person should apologize to you, or that somebody new is on your radar who wants to offer. And they're a page, okay? Ace of Swords. Message? No. New beginning. New beginning about, what's he doing? It's hard to tell. What is he doing? It's like he's got a little bottle, like a prescription or something in his hand. Like, it may not be a bottle, it might be something totally different. Now that I look at it, it doesn't really look like a bottle. It kind of looks like a spool of thread, but then it doesn't look like a spool of thread. This is what he's doing. He's making he's making, what do you call it when you make the miniatures of buildings and stuff? You know, that especially if if you're a developer of some kind of parcel of land, like in the city, and you want to build, you know, put these buildings up or this hotel up or something, and you get an architect to actually make up a miniature version of all of it, so you can see exactly what it's going to look like when it's built, and exactly how the layout of the whole land area with all the buildings and parking lots and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you call it, but that is like, these are little trees here, and that looks like a barn or something. So I'm not sure what he's holding. Maybe it's a glue bottle. I don't know. But he is definitely, he's putting his ideas into, he's put his idea, Ace of Swords, right? Ideas. He's putting his ideas into form. Yeah. Okay, this is very interesting. Ideas, putting his ideas into form, manifesting, right? Let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Whoa, that's a double energy here. Knight of Pentacles. So definitely one has been going on has been coming for some time. Putting some ideas, putting some dreams into motion. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take you being fully committed to it, whatever this is, Gemini, fully committed to it, and patient, but persevering, like the turtle does. And while the hair is busy going off here, there, and everything, get totally like ADHD, hyperactivity, not being able to focus, distracted easily. No, you're not. We got the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So this is like, Gemini, this is the energy of beginning something. A new news, you know, great news, right? That this is this is a new offer of something that is something that you're going to enjoy, love, whatever. We've got the Fool. Beetlejuice, yeah, this is a Beetlejuice deck. The Fool, okay. Great news in the Fool. With the Seven of Pentacles. She's hung herself. Oh my God. Looking at past mistakes. The light bulb, it's clearly showing how things had gone before that were, that didn't work out, I would say, because she's hung herself. It's a rope here. She's hung herself. It didn't work out. It died. The Nine of Cups. Ooh, he's smiling behind. He's looking at whatever that magazine article. It's not a newspaper, but it's something that he's very enjoying, very much enjoying. The Nine of Cups, right? Indulging and being emotionally fulfilled. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. What's she got on her? I can't really tell what that is. It's got to have something to do with Beetlejuice story, character, whatever, but I don't know what that is. Oh, but in the Ten of Swords, death to the past, maybe indulgence, overindulgence in something that became the downfall of a relationship. The Ace of Wands, this is the near future energy with the Lovers. And the Two of Wands, there's the Strength card, the big energy. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups, that's having options, but possibly being confused, maybe choosing, wanting to know what's the right choice to make. With the Lovers here, the Hermit, you might need to go into hermit land, Gemini, in order for you to know, because you got the Two of Wands here and the Strength card to look at your options and know what cup is really the right cup for you. The Seven Cups, right? The options. Yeah, so something was sabotaged. Something broke down. Okay. Somebody sabotaged. Somebody sabotaged something. Somebody sabotaged some kind of movement going, like some kind of dream, something that was an opportunity, a risk, taking a risk, you know, the changes, future changes. Oh. With the Page of Cups, what is the Page of Cups? I want to get some clarification for that. Archangel Michael, will you please help me out with this Page of Cups energy? Because we have the Ace of Swords right after that. What is the Page of Cups for this reading, please? Please bring some clarification. The Three of Swords. Okay. Three of Swords. See? Three of Swords. Page of Cups with the three. Okay. So someone broke your heart, or, you know, someone sabotaged the relationship. Your person sabotaged the relationship. You believe they should be apologizing to you for breaking your heart, but they have other ideas. Ace of Swords. They have other ideas. They're focused on something else. Maybe on someone else, but they're focused on manifesting something else. And so this means that you have got to find your strength of courage here, your strength and courage to, this sort of thing has been coming on for a while. It's not something that just bam, it's out there. That this whole relationship breaking down has been coming on for a while. And finally, it's kind of like to that point where it's finally in neon lights. We're done, we're done, we're done. I'm alone, I am alone, I am alone. We're done, we're done, we're done. Finally. It's written in blood kind of thing. We are done. And so now it's the slow movement forward for you to find what it is that really makes you tick, you see. Doing some research on you. You finding out what it is that would really inspire you to move on, and not just to be moving on from a broken relationship, but to be moving on into a life that has to do with you. Like it's about you. It's going to be about you. It's going to be about what it is that you like. They have these ideas that they work a lot and they're never home. And when they are home, they work they got their mind on work all the time. Who knows what it is, but it's just, you weren't compatible anymore. And they broke your heart. In some way, they broke your heart. And maybe their attention, focus, was put on something else that it doesn't mean that it has to do with work. It could be work, but they had their focus on something else. They have started a new life, being drawn to, being attracted to someone or something else. And you know that. You know that it's not on you. It's not you. So you're going to be taking a leap of faith, a risk. It says right here that you are going to become more flexible in the sense of, let's get some more information. Yeah, more flexible in the sense of getting some more information about being flexible. (19, 21, 27). Okay, this one. Let's see here. 18, 19. Okay. Teachable, open-minded, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. Yeah, you being more adaptable without compromising your own integrity, compromising your own self-respect, right? To be there for someone who's clearly has their focus on something else. Woo! Really? Now they're focused on something else. You have been, and it's interesting how Taurus's reading was kind of like this, where the Taurus was in kind of the shadows of their person. Let's see. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things. Look at that. She's reading. She's sitting there on the couch and she's taking the time to read. That is like, what is that? A piece of ham? Some kind of meat, maybe eating her dinner. This is Beetlejuice after all. Yeah, so this is how you need to be now. Willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded. in who you are, firmly grounded in who you are, firmly like this is something that you're going to take very, very seriously and dedicate your energy and focus to. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. Yeah. So if it's a relationship, it could be if you're, you know, to become attractive to someone else, right? In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? I wouldn't say that's what your problem was. I don't say that. It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas. There's the ideas. Release your old ideas about whatever, old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made the choice. So there is going to be somebody showing up, you know, and I just say the doorstep just because, but that's not ever how it happens. That there's going to be somebody that you're going to see is going to be right for you, and you may not be actually attracted to them because either you don't dig their clothing that they wear, or they're a little old-fashioned or something, depending on who you are in this. Okay, so but you open your mind up to spending time with them, getting to know them. You're going to find out that they're very special. They're special to you. You take that leap of faith with them, because possibly in the past, you know, you're looking at your past mistakes here, where it led to death of the relationship, that someone being overindulgent in how things should be, or overindulged in how they were overindulged in whatever took their focus away from their relationship with you in a positive way, like they were starting to put their time and energy into something or someone else, and it led to a betrayal, right? So being overindulged, you can see the error of the past. Now it's brightly lit up now. You can see where things went wrong between the two of you. And it could be too that you just need to make sure that you don't have too many expectations that the person could not fulfill, because they like this person here has got a narrow vision, you know, like they're on a one track minded person. They're the narrow vision, like they just they get so focused, and they just think things have got to be a certain way. They were being inflexible too. All right, so things would be a certain way, and if you didn't fit neatly into that mold, then they didn't have time for you. They just didn't have time for you. And time for you, you know, you couldn't fit in their pocket and go along with them. It's in their mind. You couldn't fit in their pocket. So, anyways, it doesn't matter. You're getting back up off of the ground from having 10 swords thrown into your back, because disappointment after disappointment, and it could have been an affair too that led to this, as well as other disappointments, just their personality, their way of how they are in your relationship, you know, their behaviors. Do they spend time with you, or are they always constantly reading or watching TV or doing something else? Are they trying to not be in the house and be outside, staying busy outside, you know, or vice versa? You want to go outside, but they don't want to go outside. They want to stay in the house. You know, so it's just not compatible anymore. if you ever were. You may not have ever been compatible, but you just didn't see it that way at the time. The two of you just kind of hooked up and went for it and the thing. So Ace of Wands, a new beginning offered by the divine, of course, because you're seeing that how you need to pay more attention to you, doing things in a more methodical, practical, and determined way of succeeding, like to actually you know, be in line to grab the brass ring kind of thing, because you are taking things much more slowly, much more methodically, much more practically. You know, not rushing into, like I said, you could have been rushed into something, you just hooked up, you went for it. Well, you're going to have this this new beginning where somebody's coming onto your radar, like they said. And look at this. Oh my God. They got that big old beak and she's got a big old mouth. Now you see, they don't look very compatible, do they? But you just have to remove those things, and you're like, this is what's going on. This is just masks, right? You get to know the person, truly get to know the person. Take the time to get to know the person, where you start removing your masks, as people do when they first meet. We try to put on our best selves, right? And then the masks start coming off as the more time you spend with them, get to know them, and you realize that they really are quite a gem. And that's what you're going to do. So you're going to be at a crossroads. It says here, handbook for the recently deceased. You're going to be at a crossroads, because you are going to be looking at, because you're going to be remembering the mistakes. You're going to be looking at making sure either you continue just living life on your own terms and doing things as you would as a single person, or moving forward. Now, moving forward in a way that is practical and sensible. Common sense, right? Practical and sensible, taking a risk, yes, saying don't totally close your heart off from love, but you're going to have to stand there and go, which, you know, what do I want most? Do I want to live life on my own terms and always on my own terms from here on out? Or do I want to include someone else in my life? And if I do I have the strength to do that? Do I have the strength to do that? You do. And then, you know, you're going to have, because you're going to step into your strength, your inner strength, right? And say, I'm worthy of having someone. There's going to be someone out there that is going to be compatible with me. And maybe they're not going to look like, let's see, Brad Pitt. Maybe they won't look like Brad Pitt. Maybe they won't be highly successful in career or anything like that, or have millions of dollars in the bank. But there's somebody who I can actually live my life with. Not just around like it was here. I can actually have someone to live my life with, hand in hand, compatible, enjoying life together, stepping into the strength of, yes, this is possible for me. And if you need to step into the strength here, you can do it, you know, during quiet times, in isolation. Isolate yourself and get some guidance from your inner being. Seek some guidance from your inner being. That's what you could do if you really need to tap into the strength of making sure that you're getting to know yourself, what makes you tick, what makes your heart sing, because you deserve to live life on your own terms, of course, having looked at the past and seen the mistakes of the past, of that turned into their overindulgence and betraying you, because possibly they were inflexible, you might have been inflexible too. But this here also tells me that it was like the two of you, when you got, like I said, is that the two of you kind of hooked up and just went for it. Just maybe too much of a risk, too much of a gamble. And it didn't pay off, right? It didn't pay off. So guys, this is what I see for you, Gemini, is that you are going to, you know, there's going to be some communication. Again, remember communication, that you're going to take a risk on with a new beginning of being flexible, remembering to bend a bit. You know, don't have too much of a rigid idea of how a person should show up in your life, what they should look like and all that. Just take some time to get to know them. If there's somebody who's interested in you and wants to, you know, get to know you, take you out for dinner, go for coffee, go to a movie together, something like that, just spend some time with them, then you're going to see more of what it is that you're going to love about them. Okay, so take care of yourself. Thanks, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.